Merry Christmas, everybody! Welcome back to the Retro Ghetto. I've got one last treat for you all as we take a look at a brand new video game store.
Well, you know about Retro Ghetto, collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo. I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the Retro Ghetto. Come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples settle. Lock into the Retro Ghetto.
Okay, so first and foremost, I hope you all had a great Christmas. Spent time with your families, got some great presents. As we all know, it's been a terrible year, so I hope everybody was able to finish it on some sort of a high. And hopefully today's video is going to help with that, because I had so much fun filming this and getting to experience this amazing place. So this is Super Game Shack. It's a brand new video game store. It's located in Leicester, and I was fortunate enough to get down there recently and do some filming. And honestly, I was blown away, guys. It is one of the most aesthetically pleasing video game stores I've been in. And as you guys know, I've been to a lot. I go up and down the country, spending my money on bits of plastic and bits of cardboard. But yeah, what Rich, the owner, has managed to do in what is arguably the hardest time in British history, outside of the war period, to start a new business is nothing short of phenomenal. It really is a beautiful place to be. And I've tried to get as much footage as I can. So I'm going to put that on for you in a second so you guys can take a look at this place. And then what we'll do is we'll get back to the Retro Ghetto. I'll show you the brilliant pickups that I got. I've got a couple of great games from the 16-bit era, of course. So yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy this footage, and I'll see you when we're done.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin now.
What up? Oh, for sure.
told you all right. What an amazing video game shop that is. It's one of the most aesthetically pleasing ones I've ever been in, and I hope that my video footage was able to do it justice. You can tell that the shop, it really is a labour of love. And from what I've seen, a lot of the furnishings and fittings have been handcrafted, and the woodwork's all been done in-house, bespoke for that shop, and it shows. It really is a beautiful place to be. Plus, it's full of retro goodness, so I mean, why wouldn't you want to go? Make sure you follow them guys on Facebook, and if you can, get in store. You know, it's very, very important that we support our local video game stores. You know, it's getting harder and harder for guys to survive on the high street, so if you can, make sure you help these guys out, get yourselves down there, and you certainly won't regret it. Massive salute to Rich, the owner. I mean, in what is probably the hardest time in history outside the war period to start a business, what he's done is nothing short of phenomenal. So thank you, Rich. Very hospitable on the day. Had a great time down there. Thank you for letting me film. And hopefully we'll come back later in the year when you guys have been up and running even longer. And I'm sure you've got even more great stuff in the store to show and hopefully to sell. Now, what I want to do now is crack on with some of the pickups that I was able to get. I've got so much good stuff. But yeah, I was able to leave with a couple of pieces that I've been after for a while, which is always nice. Let's have a sip of Yorkshire before we crack on. Right, first one I picked up. This came off the back of my Greek mythology and video games video, which hopefully you guys would have seen. I really enjoyed making that. And a lot of people sort of gave me suggestions after the video as to all the great games that you know, take place in the Greek mythology universe, which was great. I really appreciate it. And this was one that kept coming up, and watched some gameplay, and it really perked my interest. So when I saw it on the shelves there, I thought, right, I have to pick this one up. And that is Gods. It's a Bitmap Brothers game. I absolutely love that artwork on the front cover. I've only put a couple of hours into this one, and it does take a little bit of getting used to. And the controls, initially they're a little bit jarring, but you do get used to it. It certainly doesn't hold your hand as to what you need to do. And I've got to about the third level. I'm really enjoying this, and I will sit down with it and put a few more hours into it at some point. It's like a platforming game, almost like an early Metroidvania, if you like. But yeah, it does stay true to the genre. There's a lot of Greek mythology references in here. And as with most of the stuff there, the Super Game Shack, it's in great condition. It's complete. It's got a really big, thick manual. I love adding to my Mega Drive collection, guys. So yeah, I was really happy to pick that one up. And I'll tell you about the pricing at the end, because I kind of bundled a couple together. So we'll pop Gods there, next to the God of War. Okay, and this next one, I was so happy to find this. Probably like a lot of you guys, I have saved searches on eBay. There's probably usually 2 or 3 games that I'm really actively trying to find. And I've got saved searches set up, and I always see when they come listed, and I try and get them for the right price. And sometimes it can take longer than others because some games just keep going up in price. And this seems to be one of those at the moment. So yeah, when I saw this there, complete in box, in the shelf, I was like a magpie to it, guys. I picked it up straight away. And that is Super R-Type on the Super Nintendo.
Perfect.
I've spoken about it many times before. I'm sort of struggling now to get complete in box Super Nintendo games for my collection, because I've got, what, roughly, I don't know how many I've got now, 200-ish. I did a Super Nintendo collection video, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already. So yeah, this was definitely an omission from my collection, so I was really happy to find this. And again, as you'll find with a lot of their stuff, it really is in great condition. I'll show you. It came with a protector as well, which I always like. It's still sealed on one side. I say the box is not in bad condition at all. And as we go inside, it comes with everything. So a really nice clean cartridge. And then we've got instruction booklet, a nice consumer information booklet, the old posters, the wrong way around, there we go. And it's even got a Club Nintendo registration card. So I love these little bits and bobs. You know, it's so nice to get everything fully complete how it would have come in the store all those years ago. And this really is a brilliant game. I've really fell in love with my shooters lately. And this one from 1991 really set the way for a lot of the genre. Super R-Type. Like most shooters, it is unforgiving. This game, it's not particularly fast, and I won't call it a bullet hell. So you kind of get lulled into a false sense of security because you're not moving at 100 miles an hour, but boy, you best make sure your ship's in the right position on that screen. Once you die, once you get hit with a bullet, you start the level again. There's no life system, you don't just flash and come back, no, you start again. So you really start to feel the pressure playing this one. So yeah, 2 great additions there. I love adding to my Mega Drive, I love adding to my Super Nintendo, and I love finding new shops. So yeah, please guys, make sure you check out Super Game Shack, give them a follow on Facebook, tell them the Retro Ghetto sent you, and let's keep supporting all our local stores, shall we? Thank you very much. As I touched on at the start of this video, hope you've all had a great Christmas. This should be going out on Boxing Day. I'm sitting here now the morning after Christmas. I had a great time with my family. Hope you guys did too. I've got loads more content planned. I've got yet another video game store in the works as well. So please hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this rolling on to 2021, which has got to be a better year. Keep it retro, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.
Retro Ghetto.